Hello and welcome to episode number 8 of the PT Central podcast, Getting Real with Jazz and Nic, and we're getting real. So, had an awesome weekend. Hope yours was great too. So, Jazz, kick it off.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about being committed to your business and giving everything you've got to get it exactly where you want it to be. Okay, so what does it take? Well, tonight is a good example for me and Nicole because it is now 8:57 p.m. We're both very tired, but we're still sitting here doing this right now.
Yeah, we are committed to you guys as well and helping you guys be the best you can be and setting the example.
That's right.
Practice what you preach.
That's right. We often see people coming into the industry, looking for work or, wanting to start a business, but they're not willing to give it 100%. Are you willing to give it 100%? What is 100%, Nicole?
Well, I think it's like when you're assigned a job, you do it straight away, or you take initiative, you show passion, you don't just give the job 100%, you go above and beyond, you go 120%. You're always doing your own personal development, professional development. There's something that sets the best apart from the rest, and big people like Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs and other people like that who are really amazing at what they do didn't just sit there and be like every other 90% of the world.
So from like a realistic perspective, when we very first opened our business, what was typical length of a day of work that we would do?
Well, because we did a lot of it ourselves, we were probably much more in our business than on our business, which I would not recommend now. At the start, you have to take those risks and do that. So I'd be doing the morning class. So that would involve me getting up about 4:30 to be at the gym by 5:30. And then I probably wouldn't get home till about 5, 6 or even 8 o'clock a few nights a week, especially because if I had to close up the gym, if we didn't have staff, we were training staff. Remember the first week of the opening our gym, I was there from literally 5:30 to 7:30 every single night, even longer after that if you had to train the staff because they were really slow at learning it all.
Right, and I used to have to travel half an hour to get to our location, and I would also be getting up at 4 a.m. and most nights I'd be getting home somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. So it was that constant drive and that constant work. But we did the hard yards at the start, and what it did, we got all our paperwork prepared, we got our policies and procedures, we got our staff trained. What else? We just established our core foundation of our business during that time period, and we did those hours. Yeah, we built up a long time.
We did. We built up a really good reputation too with the clients, and then there's been times when we haven't been there so much, and then the clients are like, something's missing. So I guess that's now what we're trying to focus on is how do we get the business now running as optimal as when we're there too. So which is another struggle too, because your employees aren't going to give it as much as you're going to give it, and you've got to give it everything you've got plus more.
That's right. So are you prepared to work the long days? Are you prepared to rather than sacrificing yourself, invest in yourself to grow your business to where you want it to be? It's no good sitting around complaining, saying I've only got 5 clients, and then you're spending your Friday evenings at the pub, and then you're knocking off at 2 o'clock after you see your last client and going home and having a snooze on the couch or watching TV. Going out every weekend is not really going to get you
and there's
to where
maybe
you
a lot of this happening, scrolling on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Hours and hours. And when we see people doing that, we know that they're not particularly passionate about.
You can tell which employees are actually passionate and which are not, and which are going to help you move your business forward and which are not. Even if they say they want a bit more, they want to do more for you, they want to work more on the business.
It's all in the actions.
It's all in the actions, You've got to walk the talk, walk the whatever that one is.
Walk the talk?
Yeah, that's the one. Lucky I got you.
So it's not like that forever, but starting up, you should expect to work a little bit harder and a little bit longer and give it everything you've got till you at least get it to a point where you're like, oh, okay, things are going where I want it to be. It's exactly where I want it to be. I might not have to be here as long during the day or as late during the evening. I can now focus more on other things with my business in my time there, hire more people to come work with me or for me, and grow my business other ways.
Yeah, and outsource the things that you weren't so good at.
definitely agree with that. So
work on your business and not in it too as you move forward, and that's something we're trying to do more too.
that's right. And we definitely do a lot of that because this is actually obviously our second business. And so we have managed to get to a point now where we can have both businesses, which is an awesome place to be.
Yeah.
And we get to inspire lots of people.
Help you guys.
That's right. And so in line with that, part of the work papers that we put up for the, your daily awesomeness checklist has in there about prioritising and, what you could achieve in an hour instead of spending an hour on Facebook, perhaps something else you could focus on.
How often do you find yourself just scrolling away on Facebook and all of a sudden you 15 minutes, half hour, hours passed? Even that's like an hour you could be sleeping, re-energizing, an hour you could be exercising, an hour you could be working on your business, putting out their marketing. Seriously guys, you say you're busy and you complain you don't have enough money, but what are you really doing about it? And
what are you doing with your time? Could you keep a diary and record what you're doing for a week and then see where you're wasting time or where your time's actually going, because 99% of people could spend their time much more effectively. You might find a lot of people spend between at least half an hour and 3 hours on social media per day just looking at what everyone else is doing. Imagine what you could achieve in those couple of hours, if you were reading educational book, or if you were listening to podcasts, if you're doing some personal development, if you're doing some professional work. You could almost knock over a short course in 3 hours. What is that going to do for you personally and for your business?
Yep.
That's what you have to ask yourself.
Looking at Facebook is sometimes really depressing, and you just get caught up in everyone else's shit, or makes you feel more lonely or more disconnected. So,
because Facebook basically is a false representation of people's lives, because people tend to put just the great stuff on their Facebook page, and that's not really life. So if you're going through a down period, unless you can draw joy from that, it's probably going to annoy you a little bit, I think. But it's also, Facebook's kind of got two sides, so it's not great, I think, for the human race in a way, that we get so absorbed into it, and it uses up so much of our time. On the other hand, it's great for business, because that means that people are engaged in that.
Advertising and that.
So many hours per day, for advertising, it's amazing. So two sides. I'm not sure where I stand. I love it for business, hate it for what it's doing to the human race, but anyway, that's another topic for another day. So jump online to
www.ptcentral.net.au,
and on the homepage you'll see the free resource download, and not only will you get the worksheet, you'll also get the clear boxing template plan. What am I looking for? The blank plan for you to fill out.
Basically some tools you can turn your business from nothing to $1 million.
Nutrition plan, boxing session, and like Nicole said, tools and resources that you can use to really move your business along.
That's what we all want. Signing out. See you later.
Bye.